This is, this is part of my Star Walnut kit. This is the 12-inch tom. I got this kit about 18 months ago, or just under 18 months ago, and I had a little bit of money from something, and I just wanted something a little bit different. I've not got anything in walnut except for a couple of snare drums. And if you know anything about the Star line, you'll basically know that they come in walnut, maple or Bubinga. I have a Bubinga kit, in fact it's there, and as I said, there's loads of maple kits in here. Craviotto's maple, so I didn't need another maple kit. The design of the walnut kit is also slightly different from the Bubinga line and the maple line. Notably really, that it doesn't have the sort of centre inlay going across like the maple and the Bubinga do, and similarly the walnut line here doesn't have any reinforcement rings like the other two do, so they're slightly cheaper to produce. The kit itself, I have a 10, a 12 and a 16. I can't remember the exact sizes. I think this is 10 by 7, 12 by 8, 16 by 16. And it's a 22 by 16 inch kick drum in the dark mocha finish, which there are a couple of kits that I was torn, or finishes I was torn over on this one. I really like the bright yellow, sort of the Tony Williams sort of canary yellow type finish, and I've seen a couple of those in the flesh as well, and they're very striking. But I thought it's a walnut kit. I wanted to go for a dark walnutty sort of, you know, type colour, so I went for this. This is one of the few kits, if maybe the only kit, I would ever have, you know, if it had ever been reasonably practical, I would have bought again in possibly a different finish. I like these drums an awful lot. I used them for the recording of my band's album at the end of 2017. I love the sound of them. They're a little bit darker. They're very resonant. And I love the hardware on them as well. This, which has actually sort of trickled down as well to the Star Classic line, is the quick release. So that will stay on the tom arm, and then you don't have to mess around with anything there. I mean, this is slightly different to what's on the Star Classic line, but it's a very efficient system. It works really well. I've got the 10, I very rarely ever have two toms up top anyway, so I've got the 10-inch tom on what is the old air ride system for the snare drum. It handles 10 and 12-inch toms just fine. Yeah, I mean, you could be a little bit more careful with the positioning of the legs, but you probably do that with the snare drum as well. And it was about 100 quid cheaper than the Star tom specific tom stand, so yeah, that works fine. The floor tom is on legs, and again you've got the sort of the quick release on the leg brackets as well. Heads, I actually got this, it came with Remo coated ambassadors, I think it was. I took them off, and I've got vintage coated ambassadors on all of them. No, I've got vintage coated ambassadors on the 10 and the 12, and a coated Emperor on the 16, and I've got the stock heads, which was a coated PS3 on the batter side, and the standard you know what, I can't even remember what's on the front but it's got a hole in it now. I don't know if there's much more to say really. I mean, I love the way these drums have been finished. I love the way they look. I love the way they've been designed. I love the way they sound. As I said, sonically it's a little bit, I think maybe a little bit darker than some of the other kits I've got, but all in all, I mean, they cost a lot of money, but you know what, I'm not I think it's a relative thing. They cost a lot of money, but at the same time I actually find them relatively cheap compared to some of the options out there as well. And these are made in Japan. They're made by craftsmen. They're not made sort of on as much of a sort of mass-produced basis as, you know, other kits are and stuff. So, and on here at the moment, I've got the Star Reserve 5 snare drum, which is in another video, but and that's made of Jatoba. But all in all, I think for me, this is one of my 2 favourite drum kits that I own, and I think I like the Craviotto kit a lot. I would never get rid of the Craviotto kit, but because I got the Craviotto kit second hand from someone and I bought this new, the sizes for this kit are more my sizes of preference. The Craviotto kit is 13, 14, 16. This is 10, 12, 16, and I just prefer the smaller toms. I've just always found them a little easier to deal with, a little easier to tune, and you know, they're just more my size. This is what it sounds like. Quick, short sound file, but any questions, please ask. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.